I'm at my home grounds.
Welcome back to Frank Presents the Play Call. We are all here tonight on a Saturday night, football eve, Sunday football eve. Nikki, how you doing?
Oh, sorry. Blessed and highly favored.
Yeah. Bree, how you doing?
I'm doing good. It's not football eve. It's college football Saturday. So football is on.
Yeah, but
We
we're
will
talking
be
about
watching a
NFL.
California. We will be watching a Colorado and Kansas State game. To anybody who wants to hop on a Zoom with Don't Drink and Drive tonight.
What time is that?
The game starts at 7:15 my time, so 10:15 p.m. your time.
Good Lord. I'll be asleep. I got church tomorrow. Uh
Or just stay up till halftime, Frank.
I mean, I might watch some of it. Depends. June, what's going on?
Yeah,
How you doing, bro? How was that
it's a good
cruise?
time with Carter, Jalen, and Pickford. So
Yeah, yeah. What's
I
up,
am
June?
highly favored and blessed. No switch up there. But the cruise was great. It was very worrisome, worrying about home more than having fun out there. But hey, we made it back. Everything is great.
I'm glad that you're home safe, and we're officially 7 days away from being together in Tampa. You know what
let's
I'm
hope
saying?
Tampa's still there when
Yeah,
we get
still
there.
there. If Lieutenant Dan survived, Raymond James Stadium survived.
That's a fact.
The Tampa Bay Rays didn't survive.
Yeah, but they got a dome. That who told them to get a dome? They should have never had a dome. That's their
I
dome.
know. But let's hope all the water can come out of the Raymond James
Yeah, they need to be out there with squeegees and trying to get it out.
because that water probably up to like our knees in that.
But next week we'll be together, so that'd be dope. Saturday, enjoying ourselves. Um, well, let's get started. Bree, go ahead, take it over.
Okie dokie. So recaps from week 5. On Thursday, October 3rd, the Falcons beat the Bucks in overtime 36-30. On Sunday, October 6th, the Vikings beat the Jets 23-17. The Ravens defeated the Bengals in overtime 41-38. The Jags defeated the Colts 37-34. The Dolphins defeated the Patriots 15-10. Commanders defeated the Browns 34-13. The Texans defeated the Bills 23-20. The Bears defeated the Panthers 36-10. The Broncos defeated the Raiders 34-18. The Cardinals defeated the 49ers 24-23. The Packers defeated the Rams 24-19. The Giants defeated the Seahawks 29-20. And the Cowboys defeated the Steelers 20-17. And on Monday, October 7th, the Chiefs defeated the Saints 26-13. Now, with our weekly predictions, Frank and June tied with 7 correct predictions.
Oh,
6. Nikki had 6. The final multiples after week 5. Frank in the lead with 44. Me and June both tied with 42. And Nikki with 40.
man, I thought I won this week.
You did you and Frank tied.
I thought I
I,
solely won this week.
Oh
I
no.
want you to understand that I'm 4 behind, whatever behind, and I didn't get to predict 5 games. I just wanted to put that out
Dang.
there. 5 or 6.
Hey, June, you know what I gotta say to that? Operator error. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Hey, you know what she did, right? She's at the Jags and Texans game, sending her predictions for the following week, watching a team make a comeback.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And what happened? She forgot the games. She should have focused better. You know what I'm saying? She should have focused better. I guess I'll go first. Last week was kind of interesting. Um, the Falcons Bucks game probably one of the best games of the week on Thursday night. You know that came down to
It
the
was so good. It
yeah.
was very good. I had my face mask on and I'm like,
It
oh,
was a walk off touchdown from
that's right.
Kirk Cousins to I forgot the receiver's name.
Hodge.
Hodge, yeah, Hodge. He just caught it, beat the defense. I think the Bucks blitzed and they couldn't stop him. He got into the end zone, won in overtime. The second up,
Don't forget, he only went into the game because Drake London got hurt
yeah.
the play before he got hit in the ribs. And that's the only reason why he went in the game. So
Then I think for me the next game that was big was Ravens and Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
Bengals, I mean, Burrow put 5 touchdowns up, 1 interception, 392 yards, 38-41. I mean, that was a good game. Good game.
They would have won if McPherson didn't miss that field goal.
Hell, they would have won if they had a better defense that could stop somebody once in a while.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that was pretty much it. Texans and Bills came down. I think Bills are struggling right now. Let me see.
That game was good. That was the 1 o'clock game that was shown on my end. So that game was pretty good. We made it comical with Josh Allen going to concussion protocol, but they cleared him because Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah. Mitch Trubisky was. It was funny because they took him out. He went to the blue tent.
Then he went to the locker room.
He got a first down because they hit the kicker or something, and they were like, "No, don't throw it. Just hand it off." You know.
you see Josh Allen running back.
He ran.
Stop. Time out.
But those were the two best games for me was Falcons and Bucks and Bengals and Ravens. Big games. Ravens, a big defining game for them. You know, a divisional game, conference game. So I think it was dope. That's just my take on it. Anybody else want to go?
Yes, me. So I agree. The I will say the Falcons. The Falcons and Bucks game was very, very good, very entertaining game. Me, Frank, and Frankie watched that together. Another great game, like Frank said, the Broncos, the Bengals and the Ravens. I don't know, I'm getting my B's mixed up, all the B teams. But one game that made a complete 180 towards the end of the game, that was, to me, another great surprising win, was the 49ers and the Cardinals. I don't know what it is about when Kyler Murray is rushing. He runs out the pocket. He's running for a first down. No one tackles him. If you notice, the kid is like 4'11", 130 pounds, running for his life. And you got 6'3", 250-pound linemen scared to tackle him. But no, big shout out to that offense, that Cardinals offense. Definitely stepped up in the fourth quarter. And then the Cardinals defense. And again, another divisional game where we see that the 49ers defense completely gave up towards the end of the game, and they allowed the team that wasn't supposed to win the game. Another great surprising win, and it's solely the defense also helped with this win, was the Giants and the Seahawks game. That was a rivalry for my parents this weekend, so.
Well, that was good. I mean, if you want to be honest, it was. We thought the Seahawks was going to take it, and
after how they played against the Lions the week prior.
Yeah, the Giants, they're showing. Listen, we're not a pushover like that. You know that was a team with a winning record that they beat at home. Giants have upset some people here and there. You know what I mean? Like I got to give my credit to them. You know, they're not the new beast from the East though. The new beast in the East is the Commanders.
Yes. Commanders. Daniel Jones went 23 for 34, 250 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, no interceptions.
Yo, look at that. If he plays like that consistently and just doesn't give the game away, they're going to be okay. I'm not going to say they're going to the playoffs and, you know, go to the Super Bowl, but, you know, it could be a better season than we thought it was going to be for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I agree. Nikki, I know June was on a cruise, so June.
Yeah, he can't tell about no game. He's gonna be talking about the pool and the drink.
It's so crazy that
I didn't go on a cruise until Monday. Remember, I drove down Sunday. I watched all the games on my car on the way down, and so I watched the games. Okay, I might not watch all of them.
This is so weird. The same week that the Eagles got a bye week, June's going on a cruise.
You know, we all needed to rest.
All right, June. What games?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna be really honest with you, and this is gonna sound really crazy to some, but not crazy to me. I'm really, really surprised about the Pittsburgh and the Cowboys game. And the reason I say that is because I expected the Steelers to come out to this win. I think they're a more from what they've shown this year, they're a more complete team than the Dallas Cowboys as far as chemistry goes. Um, Dallas to me they don't have chemistry. I think they're still trying to figure it out, and it's just happening. Like the wins are just happening. There's no way that the Dallas wins are are straightforward. You could be like, hey, you know what? I know Dallas is gonna win today. They lost. What's up?
No, I'm gonna wait for you to finish. I just have my hand
Oh,
up.
yeah, they lost that. In my opinion, they don't have a run game. I think they're the last in the league actually in the run game. Um, when it comes to just the team itself, I'm not a believer, and it's not because I'm a Dallas hater. Because the world knows I fucking hate the Cowboys, and I'm gonna tell the world right now I hate the fucking Cowboys if you don't already know. So anyway, moving forward, as far as that game goes, I expect them to win. The only thing I'm gonna take from that game is exactly what the corner said from the Cowboys is Fields needs a fucking receiver. And if it wasn't for that miscue right there, then the Steelers, in my opinion, they'll be a little bit more dominant, just based on what Fields been doing this year. I think he's surprising a lot of folks. He surprised me. But I always kind of liked him a little bit.
All right, so I'm just gonna
Um,
oh, sorry, I thought you were done, Jen.
no, go ahead, go ahead. I was just gonna talk about
So
the next
piggyback
game.
off of you, I don't think that we have a complete team. I would say we have a complete defense, but I don't think we have a complete offense. So
More complete,
our
more
wins,
complete.
like prior to last week, we've improved week by week. Especially Justin Fields have improved week by week. But when you have a 6'4", 252-pound running back that can't run the ball, bench. We have one good wide receiver who was playing. Oops, let me put my hand down. Sorry, I thought the way this new update is, the boxes like when they come up, it scares me now. I don't know what. We have one good wide receiver, and June. Sorry, go ahead, June.
You good? Go
That's why
ahead.
I said no. That's why I said, oh, I thought you were done. You're like, no, you're good, Bree, because I stopped.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay. Okay, so back to what I said. We have one good wide receiver who, as you can see, is going to get double and triple team, which is going to call for him to not catch the ball. But yes, I don't think our offense is complete. Our line is subpar. I don't like our line. We need better wide receivers. I think we have two good quarterbacks, right? Russell Wilson practiced for the first time this week. Full participation. His doctors did clear him. So big shout out to Russell Wilson. You can finally dress out for a reason now. And I think we have two good quarterbacks on our team. I don't think we have the complete weapons. The only completeness we have on our offensive side of the ball is our tight ends. I think we have 2-3 good dominant tight ends on our team. But other than that, I don't think we have a complete offense. And with
When I
Adrian,
say when I say complete, I meant in the sense of I think you guys are playing with a little bit more chemistry and more hunger based on what you guys have as far as players.
okay, that
Um,
makes sense. That I see that makes sense.
I think your defense is playing good. Your offense is finding ways to put points on the board and make it a game
Mm-hmm.
every single game, and that's what I mean by that.
And no,
With me,
that
with the Dallas Cowboys, it's either it's hit and miss with them things, you know, and that's what I mean.
okay, that makes sense. Go ahead, Nikki.
Okay, so based off of what you just said, June, right? You wasn't on the live with us when we were watching that game. And one thing Bree said that I 100% agree, Frank didn't agree. For like the first two quarters, they were one dimensional. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to win games just
Running the ball.
not throwing the ball. Yeah, you have to throw the ball. You cannot be one dimensional. And they were running and running and running and getting 1 yard or,
And
nothing. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, so where you might feel like they're more complete, I actually agree with Bree. Their offensive side isn't at all. The defense can only do so much, you know what I mean? and they tried or whatever. Now, with the Dallas Cowboys, I agree with you. One thing that you said, their chemistry is just off. But you got to remember, one thing we said that was bad about the Cowboys is they added nobody. They added no new weapons to their team. So they've had chemistry because they kept the same players. You know what I mean? I think it's just a lot of miscues. Um, the consistency is, or the thing that you have to say, and we continue to say is Dak is not their answer. So you know they are consistent. They just consistently where they've been for the last few years. Not great. I mean,
I would like.
so
Go ahead, Nikki. Sorry.
yeah, that's all I wanted to change. I mean,
I would
just
like.
add that on that aspect.
I would like to go on air and say that Dak Prescott is the first quarterback in NFL history to throw 2 interceptions on 2 different days in the same game. He threw one at 11:42 p.m. and one at 12:35 a.m. in the same game.
Listen, y'all gonna put some respect on Dak's name, all right? Because y'all playing with him. Jalen Hurts ain't never did that. Brady ain't never did it. Big Ben ain't never did it. Sunshine ain't never did it. Y'all better put some respect on his name. That mug throwing touchdowns.
Threw 2 interceptions in the same game on different days.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Give him props for that. Anyway, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be honest, right? We saw Dak do something against the Steelers, and even though it is against the Steelers, but that defense is their best weapon that we haven't seen Dak do before, and that isn't a close game. Put it away. Marched down the field. He scored a touchdown. He put the game away. He didn't screw the game away. He didn't give the game away like we seen him do.
I don't. I just keep.
So, I think that what we saw, June, they're not consistent, but then they've taken hits. Brandon Cooks was out. Michael Parsons wasn't there. Like 2 of their best defensive weapons weren't there.
We did take advantage of that.
Yeah, so the Steelers weren't playing the Cowboys with their full roster. They were playing the Cowboys like, the dude that I beat in fantasy last week in the Money League that said he was going to put belt to ass like your boy. What is his name?
CJ Gardner-Johnson.
Yeah, that dude, that loser. And the dude put it, and I beat him because he was playing me at a hobble team. So look, the Steelers, they couldn't put it away. The Cowboys showed that they were the better team, and they finally beat a team that they had to beat. I don't say what you want. They are. You go look at the receivers. They're better receivers. You might get them on running back.
Well,
quarterback.
The only positivity to come out that game is that TJ Watt had hit his 100 sack in the first quarter of the game. The second player to reach 100 sack. I put the paper towel as like a stopper for and I didn't know it was still full, and it just like soaked through. Second fastest player to have 100 sacks in the fewest games. Yeah. Can anyone guess who's he behind, or who's the first?
No, it's his brother.
No. Yeah. Anyone guess? I want everybody to guess.
Reggie White.
I'm waiting for June and Nikki to guess too.
All right, my bad. I had to take it off mute, so I had to touch the screen 58 times. Reggie White.
Nikki?
I don't know, Brie. I don't know.
Reggie White. Yep.
I don't know why you're asking Nikki questions. You know she don't know. You gotta date it 2017 and up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't date it.
But I have something else to say. So June, when he was like, "Oh, Cowboys are just finding ways to win," the same thing could be said about the Eagles. It's not like the Eagles is out here.
We haven't been winning. What are you talking about? That's why we finding ways to lose.
No. Even the ones that y'all did win, it's not like it ain't out like you out there balling.
We get all our starters back next week. I'm putting all my money in the game next week. Where are we playing?
One thing I will say, the Chiefs are finding ways to win. Yeah, they 5-0, but they finding ways to win.
The Chiefs are playing so mid.
Yeah, like Mahomes got 6 touchdowns and 6 interceptions.
mid. They are
Yeah.
so mid. They're not even doing anything extravagant.
But nobody cares as long as you come out with the win at the end of the day.
Yes,
The
a
only
win is a win, no
the
matter how
problem
you get
is
it.
how long can they sustain that?
Yes,
That's the
because
question.
3 out of the 5 wins are suspect.
So let me ask you guys this question.
Yeah.
So when when the Chiefs, for example, when these teams are finding ways to win, do you give credit to the players and Mahomes, or do you give credit to the coach?
Coaching. Coaching.
I agree.
All the way. Coaching. It's coaching. Think about it. When
Yeah,
Rashid,
100%.
when Mahomes took out his own receiver, we're like, what they're gonna do? They went
Me
back to
and Frank watched that in 4K.
yeah. They went back to Kelsey. And you know what? You know what's proven? That only certain defenses can stop Kelsey. And if you don't got a fast middle linebacker or somebody that's gonna jam up at the line, you're not gonna stop him. So they went back to Kelsey. They found Kareem Hunt, who was at home on the couch. They said, bring him in. Dude had 100 yards rushing and a touchdown. Like him and Mahomes were the same draft class. So that's coaching. Whenever I could bring a player in and put him in my system and make it work and I'm adjusting, that's coaching. Straight up.
Okay, so now we're gonna get into what happened throughout the week. First is Mr. Robert Saleh got fired. Not only did he get fired as the head coach from the New York Jets. Oh, Nikki need to do hers. I forgot. Nikki, go ahead and talk about the games you watched.
All right, so I
All about
watched
that. You were braiding
the
hair. I forgot.
I watched the Jags, right? Obviously, it was my first Sunday off. I watched a lot more football than that, but definitely the Jags, right? It was my first Sunday off. Like I'm gonna make their game tomorrow, even though they're playing super early. But anyways, I agree. Coaching on our side is not good because it makes no sense, right? Out of 5 weeks, there's only one game that we got demolished, and that's when we played the Bills, right? Every other game that we played, fourth quarter, we're leading. In some way, somehow, we end up losing the game. Perfect example, last week, 4 minutes left in the game. Not 4 minutes left in second quarter, 4 minutes left in third. No, 4 minutes left in fourth quarter. We're up by 14. We end up winning the game because we still had to kick the field goal. Huh? What? There's no reason why. 4 minutes left. We're up by 2 touchdowns. And at the end of the day, we still had to kick for a field goal to actually win that game. Bad coaching. I don't care what anybody says. Trevor actually had a good game. He actually had good games. The numbers were on his side, but some of these play calling, like, come on, we got to do better. We got to do better. We got to do better. That's all I got.
Good. Robert Saleh got fired as the head coach from the New York Jets. Not only did he get fired, he was escorted out by security. He couldn't inform the team. And also, he tried to fire the offensive coordinator, which resulted in him getting fired. So, who wants to touch on it first?
Touch up on it first. Hey, baby. All right, let me keep that out of it. So yeah, I don't even know what's going on over there. I hate to agree with what's going on, but it almost seems like it's only right. Uh, Ron touched it, and the Ron effect has traveled from Wisconsin all the way to New York, and the first wave of the madness, the head coach got a bit of it, and shoot, I even think he touched Hassan Reddick a little bit. He hasn't even played yet, but yeah, I think it's mad wild. I think it's mad wild and didn't waste no time. I think it's a little bit more to it than just that. But who knows? He just got dealt these cards when he first got there, and nothing ever went his way. You can't ever blame, hey, he had a great player, he had this, he had that. Just had the cards he got dealt with. But then, like Frank said, coaching is coaching. You'll find a way regardless of what you got. And at the end of the day, he's a professional. He should have made that shit work, and he didn't. He should have made it work last year, and he didn't. And that's it. The Jets are just the worst organization in the league. I think damn, who said that? I don't know if Ryan Clark said that or somebody else, maybe Bart Scott, who knows? But that's just my take on it. It's mad wild.
I think Aaron Rodgers does have a play in the firing of him. Which to me, I feel like they fired him as the scapegoat. Because he didn't throw those interceptions to lose every game that they've lost. Especially as someone like Aaron Rodgers who's been in the league for 2 decades, four-time MVP, NFL MVP, one-time Super Bowl champion, a plethora AFC or NFC championship games. You know how to win games, and it's not always on the head coach, But I feel like they used him as a scapegoat and the blame to what the reason is.
Absolutely, they did, Brie. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, you know, nah, absolutely they did. It's the Jets are so frustrating, so freaking frustrating. I, I'm not even gonna waste any time talking about that dumbass.
So I'm gonna say this: the owner spoke with Aaron Rodgers the night before of the firing. Saleh comes back from London, reports Monday, watches film, gets the game plan ready for the next game they're playing. They're a game away from first place. If they win on Monday night and beat the Bills, they're in first place in the division. So I don't care what his 20-36 record before that. It shows that the dude is going where he needs to go. They have a conversation. The owner, the next day, bypasses the GM's office, the coaching staff, goes straight to Robert Saleh, fires him, and then has him escorted out of the office, out the building.
And happen behind closed doors for him to get escorted out.
Yeah, like you didn't bother to let this man address the team. You treated him like he was an irate person, and that's not what he gives. Then they say that him and Rodgers got into an argument
right after the game.
After the game, we have the game where he scored. There was a 2 touchdown scores, and Saleh went to give him a hug, and Rodgers pushed him off.
And he told him too soon.
Yeah, or too
because Rodgers knows I could fuck this game away and we could lose.
So nobody threw 3 picks. Saleh didn't throw the 3 picks. That was Aaron Rodgers. They lost by 6 points. That's the pick 6 you threw, my man. Sorry to tell you that. What happened here was that they were going back on that bickering stuff on camera. Him missing the training camp. Saleh going saying it's an excuse. Rodgers says, "Oh well, they knew about it." Then the silent count, all this stuff that should never happen on camera. That should have never been in the public. That should have been behind the scene. The owner picked the side. He picked the side of the quarterback that he flew across country to sign and got rid of Saleh. They messed up by signing Rodgers and giving him the keys to the franchise. He's over the hill. I'm going to say he's washed. I said on offsides, he is washed. There was a time when Aaron Rodgers could take that one good wide receiver in Wilson and the mediocre ones around and make it do what it do. But he can't do that no more. He can't. And then you're not running the ball effectively with Breece Hall and the rookie Allen. Your defense is top 5 in scoring, and the top 7 in scoring and top 5 in yards allowed. The only one that they struggle on is rushing yards. But in total yards allowed, they're like the top 5. There's no reason. He is a defensive-minded head coach. And I understand that he is a head coach, so no matter what happens on the team, he has to eat it. But his specialty, his area of specialty is in top 10. You can't ask for nothing else. And they're a game away from first place. It's all on Rodgers. It's all on Rodgers. He's a cancer. He's not like, and it's not because I'm not a Rodgers hater. He can throw the ball. When he was younger, he was one of the best throwers of the ball we've seen. But he's not the GOAT. He's not a good locker room guy. He's never his record in the postseason, I think, is 12-11. He loses one postseason, he's 500. He's only won one Super Bowl. I think he's only been to one. So, and you've been to how many NFC championships and you can never get over the hump? I don't want to hear it. They banked on a guy that was over the hump. He's not going to do it. He hasn't thrown for 300 yards that I can remember since Green Bay. It's been
And
over.
you got Kirk Cousins throwing for 500 yards with less talent.
So, no, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. He was, like you said, he was a scapegoat. They did him dirty. They want to bring up the fact that he had the Lebanese flag on his shirt and that whole situation, and there's a big Jewish community. The truth is, the owner was embarrassed in London because at one point he was like the president of something. He has a lot of friends in London. He invited them to the game. Probably was talking cash crap that they were going to win, and they end up losing. And the person he needs to be mad at is not the head coach, is the quarterback. Now, if you tell me you fired him because he was 20-36 and you don't think he can lead the team, then that's fine. I'll eat that because he is 20-36. But no, you fired him because you couldn't get rid of Rodgers. That's what
All righty, so let's go for some news. Cleveland Brown activates Nick Chubb this week against the Bengals. How do we feel about Nick Chubb coming back? Do you think that can save them or no?
I mean, we don't know what he's going to look like first game back. The problem with the Browns it's the quarterback. It's Deshaun. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think the problem with Deshaun is physicality. I think the problem with Deshaun is mental.
And shoulder.
No, I don't think so. I think it's mental. I think his problem is he's in a funk. And that's why he's not completing passes that he should be completing. That's why he's making decisions that he should not be, that he shouldn't make. And that's why that team is struggling. They were talking about benching him. I would bench him. I would bench him and say, go get help. I'd rather you go get help because clearly what's wrong with you is not a physicality thing. It's a mental thing. And so you get that right. No matter what team he's on, he's never going to be the same person.
Yeah, I agree. Anybody else want to touch up on Nick Chubb returning back to Cleveland?
You know what? It has been proven. Hold on, real quick. Aaron also has said he realized that his body, it takes more time for his body to heal, right? And I only say that just to agree with one thing that you said about Aaron. See, a lot of times I think we hold on to people's past. I say the same thing about the Bengals, right? Their success of the past. And we like, oh, we hope. I do agree. The issue with the Brown is Deshaun Watson. I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's mental and physical, with more of it being mental. But I also think it's good for the Browns. Good for you. That's how when you deal with people nasty, you get dealt nasty. I don't like good for them.
Oh, and shit, with Nick Chubb coming back, we play the Browns this week. So with
They
Nick
play the
Chubb coming
Bengals.
back, I think we play the Browns.
We play the Browns next week.
Yeah.
Oh, they said they said Nick Chubb is active. Let me go back to it.
Yeah, Bengals are playing the Browns are playing.
Oh, they're not there for another 3 weeks. Nick Chubb's coming back in 3 weeks, y'all.
I was about to say, well, shit. But yeah,
Because
either
I got
way,
him in IR, so I'm about to bring him out.
No, it's when they play
Frank.
Bengals.
But yeah, no, I think I don't know. I'm excited for him, man. You know, it was a nasty injury, and I hope that he looks good and he goes back to the old Nick Chubb. But only time will tell, like Frank said. So mm, very interesting, and it sucks for Deshaun Watson too. Um, he 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 just looks so he looks above Zach Wilson. So um, that's all I'm gonna say about my dude Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, no, I agree. So 27 minutes ago, the Lions and star running back David Montgomery have agreed to a 2-year extension worth 18.25 million with 10.5 million additional guaranteed. He got paid.
That's good for him.
And that's good. That's
Playing
good for
good. He's been
Montgomery.
playing good.
Yep. And someone just lost money. He got paid and someone just lost money. NFL fined Steelers wide receiver George Pickens $10,231 for displaying a personal message on his eye black last week.
He was wrong for what he did after the game that day too.
Yeah, he was.
That was so unprofessional. You know what I'm
What
saying?
did he
Like,
do?
so
So we didn't get we lost the game. And no, so the reason why he did it is because old boy was talking shit and his like right next to him. So he snatched a mouth guard out his mouth and threw it.
His own mouth guard.
No, the Dallas defender. He snatched a mouth guard out of his mouth and threw it.
That's kind of
After
gross.
the game, he threw it. Yeah.
well, no, June, you know it's connected to the
To the
grill.
helmet.
Yeah, the helmet.
Mhm.
All he did was pull it. He didn't grab it
Oh,
out. He just pulled it.
oh, but he pulled it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he pulled it down, and the dude like looked around like,
Ah,
and they just. I thought he was
The
gonna get
dude looked
fined.
around like, "Where's my backup? I'm scared."
he probably was like, "What the fuck? My mouth guard doing, my guy?
Mhm.
He's gonna rip
Because
my teeth out."
he had always or open fucking always across his thing. But fucking in college football, fucking Williams, the 17-year-old wide receiver in Alabama, could have killed fucking everybody across his fucking eye.
Oh, that's what he has.
Yes, the
That's
fucking
pretty
the
interesting.
17-year-old wide receiver Williams on Alabama against the Georgia game, he had killed fucking everybody across his
Yeah,
eyes.
he did.
Good Lord, that's wild.
That was from the program, the movie, The Program.
Anything else happened this week besides the firing? We have some good pictures to go through and then we could do predictions.
I mean, as far as
News wise, no.
there haven't been much out there.
All right, let me go ahead and load these
Picture.
photos. We have some really, really good pictures.
Oh, they did talk about neighbors, right? Malik Neighbors, that's his name.
Oh yeah, he went to
The
they went to the Travis
he,
Scott concert.
so he was at the Travis Scott concert or whatnot, and he was supposed to be recovering from a concussion. I mean, do you guys agree with things like that, or what do you
This
guys
is
think?
exactly what I said in Don't Drink and Drive, right? This is exactly what I said, right? Because they asked Brian Dable, they said, "Did you guys what do you have to say about Malik Neighbors going to the Travis Scott concert last night?" He said, "I'm keeping that conversation in-house only," meaning he got in that fucking ass. You mean to tell me you could sit for 4 hours with the most impulsive strobe lights, fucking riding on carnival rides, every fucking rapper ever to make a song with Travis Scott, mosh pitting, and you can't run a fucking 15-yard route and catch a goddamn ball?
Well, that's not his choice though. We got to think that's not him going to a con. So let's look at this, right?
If
Is
you
he
can go, you can at
is
least go to
he
practice.
is he bedridden? Is he like did they say you can't do nothing? You gotta lay in bed the whole time until you
Mm.
heal? No, right?
No,
The-
they didn't say that, Franklin.
exactly. So the thing with concussion protocol is that once they go into it, they can't do anything as far as
Yeah,
contact sport. But that's not saying I can't go to a concert.
but Frank, he's riding on carnival rides at this goddamn concert.
Yeah, but he's not running into another 40-pound person to get hit either.
But when you know the rides that you go up and then you slam back down, imagine going
I
that ride
understand that, but
with
here's the thing
fucking
though.
LED
He was not I
seizure
get
ass
what you're
lights.
saying, but again, so concussion protocol. If you tackle me, my head hits the ground and I shake my head, they can take me out the game and put me in concussion protocol. I don't even have to have a concussion. They can say, "Oh, you shook your head, you look woozy, out the game. You're not gonna come back till you pass." So you gonna tell me I'm gonna stop enjoying my life because
No, but your ass could be at fucking practice instead of riding carnival fucking rides. I'm not saying you have to practice.
but we don't know what they told them. You see what I'm saying? Like we don't. Dable
Well, based
said the
off
right
of
thing.
Dable saying, I'm just gonna
So
keep the conversation
yeah,
in
but that he's
house,
doing the right thing.
meaning,
We're
mhm.
gonna keep that in house. Don't worry about it. But again, we don't know what the medical staff told him. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing wrong with it. Now the coach gonna get digging that ass. Go digging
Oh,
that
that motherfucker was upside down on fucking carnival rides,
because
mosh
you know what it's
pit.
more about? What you're talking about, the optics. Oh,
Yes.
you're unconcussion protocol. We need you for the following week, and you out here risking it. That's what it's all about. But it ain't.
And then, but that's what I was getting at. If you're fucking mosh pit and Frank, do you know what a fucking mosh pit is? Is when people run into the middle of a fucking crowd and just beat up each other.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
you doing all of this shit in concussion protocol for what? Then every people are gonna record you. You're fucking Malik Neighbors at a goddamn Travis Scott concert. You know?
Listen, did they find him?
Oh, we don't know. As
Yeah,
of right now, no. He got belt to ass by Dable.
I think the biggest concern of it, I think any receiver that's high caliber or whatnot. Oh damn, my shit fell. Any receiver that's high caliber in the NFL is gonna always have some type of spotlight on him. But for the fact that he was a first rounder and a rookie, I think that's throwing a little bit more spotlight on him.
Yes, it's the risk factor of it. Like you're in concussion protocol. You're doing all like this concert is literally like it's gonna fuck with your head. The lights, the mosh pits, the carnivals, the loud music, the gangbang, like the bangers, the running into people and hanging upside down. Like that's risking it, you know? And you're supposed to be at fucking practice. But here, cheers, Frank. June, are you drinking or no?
Cheers.
First, I'm drinking. I think this is a game.
All right, we got some pictures.
Heart fell off the wall,
Yeah,
guys.
we'll talk about it when we're done recording. I don't want to talk about it on recording about Stephon Diggs. Um, I don't know if y'all
Oh no, I
saw
don't. Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, we could talk about it offline.
off.
Yeah, like not recording. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna get a cut
yeah,
with a
that would
drink.
be the best.
Damn, I could eat some
Um,
things.
alrighty. We already set this. We already discussed this one. 100 career sacks, TJ Watt. Congratulations, baby boy. I took that picture, Frank.
I know you was there.
All right, so this is what the playoff picture will look like after week 5. So the number 1 seed in the AFC, Kansas City Chiefs. Number 2, Texans. Number 3, Baltimore Ravens. Number 4, the Bills. Number 5, Steelers. 6, Broncos. 7, Chargers. And on the NFC side, the number 1 seed is the Vikings. Number 2, Commanders. 3, Falcons. 4, Seahawks. 5, Lions. 6, Bucks. 7, Cowboys. So that's if the playoffs were to start right after week 5. That's what the playoff picture will look like.
Commanders
It's
number.
completely different besides the number 1 seeds from last week that we showed after week 4.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody have any thoughts on this? You got June eating.
No.
Don't worry, Frank. The Patriots is going to make their way up one of these weeks up here.
No, they're not. It's okay. I'm fine with
Yes.
it. I'm okay with my team struggling. We had 20 years of success. I'm okay with it. It just happens. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think
What?
I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, I'm an Eagles fan, but I'm a fan of football, and I really do love the way that that Washington is playing,
Yes, I
and
love that.
I love the way that what's his name, Zach Ertz said in comparison to Lamar Jackson. He said it'll be a disservice to compare Jaden Daniels to Lamar Jackson because he has to go out there and be the best version of himself. And I don't know. I like that. I like that for Washington. I like that for the players in Washington. We spoke about it before the season started. Washington was my sleeper or whatnot. Um, I like
They,
it. You know,
we
I like
talked
it. I mean,
about that.
they're 4-1. You know, they're four and
Mhm.
one, leading the East. Um, I wonder who they got next. We'll talk about it whenever,
Yeah, we will. We
but I
talked
like
up.
it.
You, it's kind of weird who they got next, but we actually talked about that. I think either last week or the week before last. Me and Frank talked about how you were the one that was like, "Don't sleep on Washington this off season." So
And a question for you guys, right? I think it's legitimate. I'm just this question just came about just looking at your picture. How do you think that Minnesota will react once they get their first loss?
I think they could bounce back from it. As Sam Darnold's best friend, I know he's calm and poised.
I'm gonna bring a pie. I'm gonna hit her with a pie when I see her.
Uh, no, but my best friend, he's calm, poised. He's experienced losing games. So I think that they can shake back and bounce back from it. On the defensive side, with them having Brian Flores as their defensive coordinator over there, super strong defense, improving week by week. But if they were to have their first loss, I think that they will capitalize on their mistakes and make sure that they don't make the same mistakes again.
Um,
I
I
was in the meeting when I asked Sam Darnold that.
I think they'll be okay.
Yeah,
What you okay? So let me before I say that, I think they'll be okay if the loss is either they didn't make enough plays, the defense didn't make the right stop. But if it's a loss where like Donald's throwing 3 interceptions, like let's say a
blown
bad
out.
where he cost them the game like that, I think mentally for him it could be a little taxing because it could take him back to the Jet
Carolina,
in
and then
Carolina. You know what I'm saying? So remember, when they lost to the Patriots one time, and he threw those picks, and he was like, "I was seeing ghosts," and they clowned him for that. Like,
PTSD.
so he gets now. Let's say he has a bad loss like that. I think that could hurt him. But I think the coaching staff, and I want to say that his resurgence in the league and actually winning and doing well has given him a confidence that maybe those games don't impact him and he could bounce back. Uh,
Yeah,
right now they're very comfortable as the number one team in the NFC, and as long as they don't screw it up, man, they could beat the number one seed.
and I think honestly, truthfully, he found his home.
Yeah,
Um, on not only on the player side of it, having someone like Jordan Addison, Justin Jefferson, TJ Hawkinson, Aaron Jones, not even on the player side of it. Those are weapons that he wish he had his first 5 years in the NFL. But more on the coaching staff of it too. I think he found his home.
yeah.
Um,
And the players respect them, that's huge.
what it Jay Jetta said, he throws some nice balls. They're soft like pillows.
That's a pause moment. That right there is ridiculous. I don't know what he was talking about. That's pause all day.
But yeah, I do think that he did find his home.
So
And
I got a question for you guys, and I got a question for Nikki too. Um, Let me see something real quick.
I was about to say something too. It literally just like went into my head and then it went away.
So Nick, you guys got the Bears in London, Jags versus Bears in London. London's like a second home for you guys. You pulled off a win against the Colts. If Trevor, if y'all lose this game, I know before we talked about benching Trevor, but he won a game. Does that buy him some more leeway, or do you think? And I'm
So,
gonna throw this to you in June, because I'm gonna let you go first, and I want June to take it. But if he loses this game, do you look at maybe starting Mac Jones the next one, or you just keep starting Trevor and let the cards fall where they fall?
all right. So my truth is this, right? I think it's our play calling that's causing us the game. Now, I'm not saying I don't think Trevor doesn't do his part, right? Or Trevor overthrows the ball. Yep, but Trevor's been doing that for 4 years. And we won games with that. I think our play calling is what's causing us the game. Honestly, the benching of Trevor, I don't see it coming no time soon. And on top, my frustration about even talking about benching him to put Mac Jones, they're similar players. Like, they're so similar in style. Like, their numbers is so, like, you put Mac Jones and I look at the number and be like, oh, yeah, Trevor did that too. Like, those are Trevor's number two. I think it's play calling. I don't think they'll bench Trevor. I think if they do, and when they do, the game has already been lost. Like, they just don't want Trevor to get hurt. But bench him to, oh, we might be able to win this game, I doubt it. I doubt they do it.
So your owner said yesterday was the 11th, right?
Mhm.
Your owner, Shad Khan, remains steadfast in support of Doug Peterson. I still believe in him. I believe in the coaching staff. So I do feel like if the coaches do want to try to bench Trevor and put in Mac Jones, I think the owner is all in for it if you guys lose.
That has nothing to do. Listen, the same thing, Jerry Jones believes in Dak, and we think Dak is the issue. I don't really care what the owner says, right? Our coaching, our play calling is the issue. It is what it is.
So it's your offensive coordinator?
Absolutely. But see, the issue with that is Doug loves him. Doug loves him, and he said it. Remember that time with the attitude is because somebody questioned him about his job or the coach's job? Doug loves him. But you also see they haven't benched Trevor until that one game when there was no coming back anyway. So,
June?
Look, we're talking about Trevor, right?
Yeah.
The team is 1-4. At this point, is the season over? No. But the great thing about y'all division is that the Houston Texans are not dominant. They're not as dominant as I thought they were going to be, and they're very, very beatable. So I think if you guys get it together, you guys could be a wild card team. And if you guys get it together offensively, more so quarterback, sorry, Trevor, sit passenger, let somebody else drive. Because, my guy, drinking and driving, it's illegal. You're above the limit, and we can't afford to have that anymore in Jacksonville. And I'm not saying he's a drunk driver, but what I'm saying is he's throwing them passes like he is drunk. So, hey, Mac Jones, let's get Mac Jones out there. Let's give him an opportunity. And, I mean, what we got to lose, Nikki? Dougie P. I told you I support Dougie P. What we got to lose? Let's get him out there. Fuck it.
That's what I had, Bree.
Okay, dokie. Next photo. Oh, this is what I wanted to say when it came to Sam Darnold. So, yesterday I read that Sam Darnold was one of the top contenders for comeback player of the year, and then the NFLPA changed their definition this year of comeback player of the year. They're basically they're soling it based off of injuries and illnesses alone now, versus someone who didn't have that opportunity last year and he came back and shined, So it's now based off of injuries and illnesses alone, but he's still in the running for MVP only because comeback player of the year They changed the rules this year for it. So we all got to vote for our besties. All right, maybe Bill Belichick and Nick Saban can come home and save the Browns. I saw this picture and I freaking died laughing because I forgot they both coached on the Browns together. Nick Saban and Bill. Bill looked just like his. Okay, I was like, what? Bill looked just like his son. Well, his son looked just like him. His son that coached for Washington college team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at that photo. That's his son.
They do resemble each other.
Yeah. All right. Which wide receiver trio would you rather have? Justin Jefferson, Randy Moss, Chris Carter, or Deebo Samuel, Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens?
First one, Justin Jefferson, Randy Moss, and Chris Carter.
Yeah, hands down.
Yeah. All right, everyone got their liquor?
Oh, hold on, Bree. Hold on.
June?
Yes, hold on. Let me pour it. I'm so mad at my damn AU and I, real quick, just a quick interruption here. AU and I have been going through some problems.
Oh,
So
really?
they haven't been mailing me my shit. I've been supporting Crown lately, so
You have them on subscription?
I reached out to them a few times. But I drank a lot of it, so now I'm switching over to Crown. Again.
Nikki, which wide receiver trio would you rather have? Justin Jefferson, Randy Moss, and Chris Carter, or Deebo Samuel, Jay Rice, Terrell Owens?
The bottom.
I say the top. Oh, you're pouring it now, Jim? Okay. All right. This one. It's the last play of the game. Your 4th and goal at the 30-yard line. Bengals down by 4. Jamar Chase runs a go route up the sideline. Champ Bailey is in man coverage with no safety help. What happens next?
Touchdown.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say. With no safety help, touchdown, huh?
What Champ Bailey are we getting?
You're right. But
okay, let's do this. Let's do prime Champ Bailey.
I'm still going Jamar Chase.
I'm going Champ Bailey is all over his ass.
With no safety help?
Champ Bailey was locked down, man. At the end of his career, he just, what happens to everybody,
Why Draymond Green put on his Instagram story? It's the Hennessy LeBron James collab. So he poured him a glass of it, and his caption says, "Ending my day with the king inside of me."
That was a pause moment. Like, come on, Draymond. Like, you need to.
All right. Next one gotta go. Calvin Johnson, Randy Moss, Antonio Brown, Julio Jones. I'm getting rid of Julio Jones.
Antonio Brown.
Oh, it's between Calvin Johnson and Julio Jones. I'll be honest with you.
I'm getting rid of Julio Jones.
Antonio Brown.
You wildin'.
Ain't no way I'm getting rid of
He's getting rid of Antonio Brown because of him outside of football. I'm looking at wide receivers, how they play, and who they are on the field.
I'm dropping Julio Jones. I'm keeping Calvin Johnson, Randy Moss, and Antonio Brown. Yo, Brown in the slot with Johnson and Randy Moss taking the top off?
It's over.
Crazy.
Bro.
Over.
Crazy.
Calvin Johnson was the only receiver in Detroit.
You're right.
If you put Julio Jones in there in Detroit, you'll probably have the same success and make the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but I think Calvin Johnson had more longevity physically. He didn't get hurt as much. Julio Jones towards the end, bro, couldn't stay healthy to save his life. I'll be right back. Yeah.
Maybe I'm going with Julio because we're both named Julio. I don't know.
So you're getting rid of Julio? Or you're getting rid of Johnson?
Yeah, it sounds crazy. I'm getting rid of fucking Calvin. Sorry, Calvin. I think you're great. No offense. Keeping Julio.
Yeah, it was between two, but I'm getting rid of Julio. Not you, June. Julio Jones.
I'm about to say it's messed up, but it's okay. I'm used to it.
All right, what sports take got you feeling like this? So what's one sports take that people just feel like they're about to kill you after?
Mine just Jags all the way to the fourth quarter, and they end up losing the game. Like, bro.
Let's see. How can I take some feathers? What's one sports take that I absolutely believe that will have people go fucking crazy? Mine would be the Chiefs are mid this season.
So what?
The Chiefs are mid.
I'm gonna go with the refs at every Chiefs home game.
Man,
Yeah.
at every Chiefs game. It ain't just the home games, bro.
Yeah, every Chiefs game. True.
Every game.
Frank, Nikki, did y'all see that one meme? It was a ref that had got hurt during the Bengals and the Commanders game, and it was like breaking news: the Chiefs have lost the player.
Oh, I seen something talk about they were having buying New Jersey, and then when they got to the Chief one, it was the ref shirt.
Someone else said the Chiefs should get penalized every time their offense is on the field. They have 12 men on the field at all times.
Mm-hmm.
They had the ref circle. All right, two got to go. Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith, Kendrick Perkins, and Colin Cowherd. My two are going to be definitely Colin Cowherd times 2.
I can't say that. Kendrick Perkins and oh man.
Kendrick Perkins, yes, except for during only time he ever makes sense is like during the NBA playoffs. NBA regular season, I'm like, shut the fuck up. But I guess I'll do Kendrick Perkins. But he makes sense. Huh?
I like the herd. I'll give Stephen A his credit. Skip and Kendrick will have to go.
Oh, Skip and Kendrick, Colin and Kendrick will have to go for me. But I still love you, Kendrick, during the postseason of the NBA.
Skip and Colin. Skip and Colin.
You know why Nikki got rid of Skip and Colin? Because they white. That's the only reason.
Wow. Fucking Nikki.
Why I love Skip Bayless. Like I have a soft spot for Skip Bayless. I don't know why, but I love me some Skip Bayless. I love Stephen A. Smith. Like that's my twin.
Oh my God.
Both Stephen A. Smith to me will never do wrong in my eyes because he's a Steelers fan, Celtics fan.
Nikki,
So,
she said, the minute you said that, I said, "Oh, she only get rid of because they white."
Yeah,
I'll tell you why I like the herd.
I like the herd. Yeah,
his takes are good. Can he be a little bit of a Sean Payton rider? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Can he be a little bit of the hardball train for over there in the Chargers? Yeah, but
who Colin?
Yeah, but everything he says is true. The Chargers this year have changed their profile to match what Harbaugh did. He shored up the offensive line before taking anything else. Sean Payton, you know what? Bo Nix is having some games where he's pulling it out and doing difference. So it's not like he's wrong. I like his takes. I like what he says. And he's not –
I like some of his takes. I would say on the herd this year, he's doing okay. Previously, I didn't give 2 fucks about him.
I watched the herd. I got the herd.
Yeah. June, did you say your 2?
Yeah. So I agree with you, Kendrick and Colin.
I have a soft spot for Skip in my heart. I don't know why. I love that man. What is the biggest what if in NFL history? So how we're gonna spin this is what is your biggest what if? And we're gonna do current season. So what is a what if you would like to see this current season?
Oh, this current season. Oh.
For your team.
Oh, there's no what if for my team. Sorry.
I got one for your team.
None. And I'm gonna tell you why.
I got one.
Drake May is starting against the
I
Texans.
got one.
They are so
It's called What If. Like, it's not real.
No, it doesn't matter. I can't lie like that.
Right. It's a what if. It's a game. It's not like it's a game.
Okay, so what if
game.
I tell you what if Drake May comes in and looks like 50% of Brady and Peyton Manning put together?
No. What if Brady and Gronk both unretire and then go to New England and help them get a winning season?
No, I'm not doing that.
Gronk is still young. He's 35 years old. He can still play fucking football.
Gronk ain't coming back to football.
I know, Frank. It's a what if. You got to play the game.
I just gave you my what if and you ain't like it.
No, because your what if was still fucking negative.
No,
my what if. So this is my what if. What if we're playing the Bengals, right? Because we play the Bengals at the end of the year. What if we play the Bengals and we're down by 6, and Mike Tomlin calls a timeout, and then we just see the Killer Bees walk out with their fucking uniforms on, and they get in a huddle, and Big Ben says, Justin, I got this. Go sit down. And Le'Veon Bell says, Najee, sit your raggedy ass down over there. I got this. And AB says, AGP, I'm coming to help you. Van Jefferson, go get the fuck out. And then boom, that's my one. That would be iconic. I'm writing a movie about that.
Yeah.
Nikki, see, I thought about this when I saved this picture.
I bet you did, because you're the only one that came out with something.
Nikki, what's your biggest what if? And then we can do what if in NFL history something that actually happened.
We win the next 8 games.
Ooh. Jim?
What if we would have never thrown that damn slant to Barkley and we would have just ran it?
Now, in NFL history, now we're going to go back to something pivotal.
That's a good one.
Yeah. That's something that happened pivotal for our team. So for mine would be, what if Rashad Mendenhall didn't fumble that ball in the Super Bowl against the Green Bay Packers?
That's true. What if the helmet catch never happened?
Oh, against the Giants. Mickey?
Which one?
Now you're going to do something that happened already for your team that was pivotal in your, for your team.
Okay. What if the ref would have seen that old dude was not there?
Oh, in the playoffs that game.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
June?
It doesn't have to be my team?
No, it's your team. Yeah, your team.
Dang, can it be another team?
If you want to, yeah, you could do another team if you want, June.
What if Dez caught it?
It was a catch.
It was, June.
What if it was a legitimate catch? I mean, we thought it was a catch, but
that was a catch. And then the next year, the refs changed the damn rule. They changed.
That's another what if.
This is where I'm going with it. What
if Jesse James' touchdown actually stood before they fucking changed the rules?
Correct. What if?
Hey, this is where I'm going with it, though. That was the year that Aaron won his Super Bowl, no?
No.
I thought that was the year. That was because Green Bay won that game. That was against Green Bay.
No, Aaron won in 2011.
When was that catch? I don't know.
2015?
I got my years mixed up because where I was going with it, if Daz would have caught and they would have scored, then would that have made
it would have been another
Aaron, you know?
I'll tell you what year that was right now, June. No, June, that was the divisional game. That was the divisional playoff game in 2015.
Okay.
So they went to the NFC Championship game. The Packers did, but they didn't. Who went that year? Oh, because that's when the Patriots beat the Seahawks and the Green Bay lost to the Seahawks in the NFC Championship game. So it would have been Seahawks Cowboys in the NFC Championship game if they would have counted that catch.
You know what? Because I think that team was pretty legit that year. He to admit it. So I guess if he would have caught it, do you think that Dallas would have won?
Oh, that's a big what if.
Right?
All right. So build your dream offense. Pick two past and one present player to build your ultimate offense. So you have one quarterback, one running back, a wide receiver, and or you have multiple people. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Um, oh, and two running backs and then a wide receiver. So I'm gonna go one quarterback, one running back, two wide receivers. And mine is gonna be Tom Brady, Rice, Fitzgerald, or mine's is gonna be Tom Brady, Rice, Peterson, and Justin Jefferson.
So you picking 4 players instead of 3?
No, three. Oh shit. Pick two past and one present. I'm gonna do Brady, Rice, and Jefferson. My bad. I'm just gonna go two wide receivers and a quarterback. But if I want to go to a what should we do? One of each? One running back, one wide receiver.
Follow what the thing says.
Pick two past and one present. That's it. Two past, one present. So I'll go Brady, Rice, Jefferson.
So since you went Brady, I'm not gonna go Brady. I'm gonna go Marino. Rice.
And I'll pick a present.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go Jefferson. I like that. I just want to give Marino 2 good wide receivers.
June.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Sanders.
Yeah, that's what I'm going.
I'm gonna go with Mahomes
Okay.
and Jefferson.
Nope. Can't. You gotta pick past and one present.
2 passes.
Fitzgerald.
My bad. Yeah, Fitzgerald.
Okay. Nikki.
Yeah, I just told you where I would go. I was the one that gave him Fitzgerald.
Okay.
And I was gonna go Sanders and Mahomes.
Who's the best quarterback wide receiver duo of all time? Manning and Harrison, Breeze and Colston, Big Ben and Brown, Young and Rice, Marino Clayton, or other?
Oh, I'm gonna go Rice and Young. They got the rings to match.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they got the 1 ring. Sorry, I'll do that. No. If you would have said Montana and Rice, I would have said that. I'm gonna go Manning and Harrison.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Breeze. I don't know who calling, but I like
June?
I like the Manning and Harrison. I still don't think that Harrison got enough credit.
I'm gonna go other.
Who you
I was
going?
gonna say McNabb and Owens, but you know what I mean.
I'm gonna go Peyton Manning, but I'm gonna go Reggie Wayne with Peyton Manning.
Okay.
I think Reggie Wayne and Peyton Manning were what from the late 2000s to present wide receiver quarterback duo are trying to replicate, if that makes sense. I think that one's really good. You can also say Troy Aikman and Michael Irving. That's also an iconic quarterback wide receiver duo, in my opinion.
You said Aikman and Troy. I mean Aikman and Irvin. That was good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but mine is going to be Manning and Reggie Wayne.
You know who I didn't think about, and it's sad, but I try not to pick my team often, so I always go outside.
Amendola and Brady.
No, Edelman and Brady.
Or Edelman and Brady.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. The longest day in NFL football since at least 1970 merger was last Sunday. It started Sunday at 9:32 a.m. on the Eastern and ended Monday at 12:59 a.m. Eastern because of the London game and the hour and a half delay of the Pittsburgh Steelers game.
Yeah, it was long now.
Yeah.
I was long.
I almost didn't make it.
I'm still recovering from that. Just to let y'all know.
Yo, me and Frank did not get off Zoom at all.
Yeah. You watched that whole game.
Okay. So do we have deja vu here? Jaden Daniels and RG3. First 5 NFL games, passing yards, Jaden Daniels 1,135, RG3 1,161, rushing yards 302.41, total touchdowns and interceptions 8 and 2, 8 and 1, passer rating 106.2, 101.
The numbers are comparable, but I'm gonna say no. Because the difference between them two is that Jaden Downs don't have the damage to his knees that RG3 had. Like RG3 came in the league with one wind blowing the wrong way, he's done forever. And then they rushed.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, then they rushed him back because they made the playoffs, and he was never the same after that.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe if he would have just take care of himself and said, let me sit out and wait and let this knee heal, he probably could still be playing today. RG3 was phenomenal because he took the league by storm. But what I see in Jaden Daniels is a young quarterback rookie who's got the experience in college, 55 games that he started in college, and his team and the coaching. Kingsbury?
Mm-hmm.
He's not putting him in a position to make bad decisions. You know what I'm saying? He has less around him than Caleb Williams has in Chicago, and he's outperformed.
Mm-hmm.
And when I mean outperform, I'm talking about he's getting W's.
No facts. Facts. Breaking news, the Jets pass rusher Hassan Reddick stiffed his business partner of $1.6 million and hired goons to intimidate him, according to a lawsuit. Reddick's agency also dropped him this week, and he is set to lose $20+ million for holdout.
Listen, he's stupid, okay? He's stupid. There's a reason why he's on his 88,000 team, and there's only 32 teams in NFL in his short career. It doesn't matter how much talent you have. Garbage is garbage, and your attitude is garbage. The way you act is garbage. He came there. Yes, the Jets mishandled that. We're not going to say that they did. That they didn't. They did mishandle it. But you're still a professional. You're still a player who's under contract. You're not a free agent. Report to fucking work. That's the problem with these athletes. They're entitled. They're entitled. All because I'm an athlete and I'm good. I don't have to go out there and kill myself. No, you have a contract. What if that franchise took you to court and sued you for not showing up and fulfilling your contract? That's probably what they need to do nowadays because these people are under contract. They're not free agents. They're not free agents. You're under a contract. They're not franchise tagged. You're under contract, bro. Show the fuck up to work. He's stupid. Goons to intimidate what? Like that? You're an athlete. You're an NFL player. Last time I checked, you wear a jersey, you sack people, you play defense. You're not out there throwing the 5 up, B's up, C's, whatever, amol de rey, whatever you want to represent. You ain't none of that. You are a fucking NFL player, bro. I just don't understand. He's fucking stupid.
Also, breaking news, the NFL fined Bengals wide receiver Jamar Chase $19,697 for unsportsmanlike conduct, violent gesture as part of his touchdown celebration.
But the guns, the little pin.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they going crazy about it.
They don't find your wide receiver for saying like pulling somebody's mouth guard out and pushing their helmet because he's mad that they were talking shit. Come
I
on.
don't make rules.
This is
I just report. I don't make the rules. I just report.
they should just retire, bro. These guys, the NFL's getting so buns right now. It's like you can't even do nothing anymore.
Before we get to predictions, another breaking news. Oh my goodness. I hope that we can't fuck this away. Both Jacoby Myers and Devontae Adams are both out this Sunday against Pittsburgh. We can't fuck this shit up.
Well, I sent my picks in the side and I picked the Steelers, so I'm hoping y'all can't. Man, if
We
y'all
can't fuck this shit up.
y'all mess this shit up, I'm talking so much shit when we record again. I'm just letting you know. There's no just just put the volume down.
Okay.
I'm going in if you guys fuck this up.
No, 70% of the tickets sold for the Raiders game were all Pittsburgh Steelers fans. So
Like your defense should be able to pull this win out.
yeah.
Your offense may have to play a snap.
Well, Russell Wilson's also like healthy now. All right, you guys ready for predictions?
Yeah, let's go.
Nikki, I know you sent them to me, but
I'm not a no.
alrighty.
What he said?
We already did Thursday. So on Sunday, October 20th, oh shit, I lied. Sunday, October 13th. Jags and Bears and London. Nikki, Jags. June.
Jags.
Frank.
Bears.
I also went Bears. Next, we have Texans at New England. Nikki.
Texans.
June.
Texans. Texans.
Frank.
Texas.
I also went Texans. Next, this one I'm kind of confused. Commanders at Baltimore. Nikki.
Commanders
At Baltimore.
Ravens.
June.
Ooh. Ravens.
Frank.
Ravens.
I'm gonna go Commanders on this.
As you said, they're
I think, yeah. I'm just trying to be number one back in the division if we win and the Ravens lose. So that's my Hail Mary pick of the week. Next we have Browns at Eagles. I went Eagles. Nikki.
Say it again. Yeah.
Huh? I didn't hear her. What'd you say, Nikki? Because June cut you off.
Said Bird Gang.
I went
June.
I went Eagles.
You know he going Eagles.
It pains her to say that sometimes.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go around to everybody.
I'm going Phillies. Philly should win this. If they don't, we're gonna be talking about it next week too.
No, the Phillies lost to the Mets, so we can't.
This is the NFL podcast. Let's keep it straight.
He said, I'm going Phillies. Phillies just lost to the Mets. So you can't pick Phillies.
No, America. Well, I'll talk about it after the picks. Let's get through the picks. Let's go.
Okay, so Frank's going Eagles, not Phillies.
Yeah, I'm going Eagles.
Okay. Next we have the Cardinals at Packers. Nikki.
Cardinals.
June.
I'm going with the Packers.
I also went Packers. Frank.
Let's not sleep on them. They finding ways too.
Cardinals, man. Kyler Murray's been pulling off fucking wins out his ass.
I know it's gonna be a good game.
So when I sent it to Bree, I went Packers. I just changed the Cardinals.
Okay, can't change it.
I went Cardinals.
All right. I'm going Bucks. Bucks at Saints.
Yeah, I'm going Bucks too.
They have freaking what's his name?
Baker Mayfield.
Rattler, Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, Packers. And then I just
You're going Bucks. June. June.
Hey, hold up. We'll be at that game.
No, we won't.
No, we won't.
This is
Oh, that's
tomorrow.
next week. That's next week. Dang, I saved that line. We're going back. Bucks.
Nikki.
Buccaneers.
Okay. Next we have Colts at Titans. I went Titans. Nikki.
Colt.
June.
Colts.
Frank.
Indianapolis.
I'm going with Blue Hen Nation. You know who that is.
Next we have Steelers at Raiders. I went Steelers. Frank.
Yeah, I went Steelers too.
Nikki.
Oh, hold on. I actually went Steelers.
June.
Steelers for Steel.
Oh, remember last time we almost talked about this.
Next we have Chargers at Broncos. I went Chargers. Frank.
Chargers.
June.
Broncos.
Nikki.
Chargers.
Okay, next we have Lions at Cowboys. I went Lions. Frank.
Lions.
June.
Lions.
Nikki. Next we have Falcons at Panthers. I went Falcons. Frank.
Falcons.
June.
No, Kirko.
Nikki.
Oh no, you said what?
Falcons at Panthers.
Oh, I went Falcons.
Okay, and then on Sunday night we have Bengals at Giants. I went Bengals. Frank.
Bengals.
Jim.
Bengals, but I wouldn't bank if they lose.
Nikki.
Uh, hold on. Bengals.
And then on Monday night we have Bills at Jets. I went Bills. Frank.
Bills.
Nikki.
Bill.
Jim.
Let it go, Conte.
Bills.
Just take it. Nah, I ain't playing with you.
Alrighty, and that is our picks of the week. Let's see who wins week 6 of the NFL. Let's take this last shot before we do closeouts. All right.
Cheers.
Bring your ass back over now.
All right, Jim, close us out since you were on a cruise.
Hey, first and foremost, well, hold on, nobody went. Everybody gotta go. Go last.
No. You just close us all out. Yeah, we
Hey,
did.
so
Hey, I want you.
glad to be back. Glad to see us four together. The cool thing about it is us four are together now via Zoom, but next week us four will be together in person. So again, so super excited for that. Great week this week, and the football is very unpredictable. Good Lord, what was that? That was a hurricane. So again, happy to be here. Happy to see you guys. Hell of a week this week. I hope that the Birds win this week. And if you guys are not watching college football, you guys are missing a great game between
We're about to go
State
to Ohio State and Oregon.
and Oregon.
I'm following it.
So-
I'm following it on my phone right now. I'm about to go watch it out there.
Number 2 and number 3. Hey, stay blessed. And as Bree, as Nikki would say, stay blessed. As Bree would say, stay hydrated. And as Frank would say, I love you guys.
Peace. Frank is wet. He don't have a saying.
Good
Bye.
Lord, that was pretty cool. He just said, I love you guys.
You did good. No.
See,
You good.
you know what's crazy is there goes the person that's halftime on.